So I bought another knitting machine, but this one is special because I wasn't sure that it actually existed. But now I know that it does. And I apologize for my voice and any coughing that I can't edit out. I'm still getting over a cold that I picked up at Open Sauce. This is a Taitexma 860 punch card standard gauge knitting machine, and these are still being manufactured. But I have never seen one of these before. I've never seen one show up to a meetup. I don't know anyone who owns one. I've never seen one on Craigslist or on eBay. I've only seen a few blog posts, and there's not that much information out there about these. So I reached out to the manufacturer, and they put me in touch with the only dealer who sells these in the US, and I bought one. Now, full disclosure, I bought this with my own money, but I did get about a 30% discount because the dealer knew that I was going to review it. So I'm going to try to give y'all an unbiased and honest review about this machine. And I'm also going to talk a little bit more about how I financed this at the end of the video. So let's unbox this. Where are my scissors? It shipped in this big box all the way from Rhode Island. I am in Northern California, and the box is in pretty good shape. So let's get it out of the box. This box was clearly cut down from a larger box. Packing slip. And we got us some bubble wrap. Out you come. Is that the box for the machine? Oh, it might be the box for the machine. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me regroup. We're good. I'm not dying. It's fine. Ooh, without snagging on any of my electronics. I don't want to drop this on my feet. Oh, it's heavy. Dropping it, dropping it. Why do I try to do these things on camera? It's always, ugh. It's heavy and it's awkward and it's hard to get out of here. Here we go, I got it, I got it. Haha. Okay. Big box, go away. Whew. Oh. Okay. We have a Taitexma Industrial and Home-Based Knitting MC instruction manual, and it is in traditional Chinese across there. This, I believe, is a Taiwanese company. And we have stitch patterns. Lovely. Knit Leader Tripper. Okay, so I have heard that this machine is just a clone of the Brother 860, and they're referring to a knit leader here, which is a Brother accessory, so that kind of makes sense. And I don't think these are manufactured anymore, and this carriage looks exactly the same as Brother carriage. And this is a punch card machine, and it comes with a bunch of pre-punched cards. I've never used a punch card machine before, so this will be a new experience for me. Why are some of them longer than others? That's weird. Are these all punched already? Yeah, these look all punched. Okay, so it didn't come with any blank cards. But these are going to be like tuck patterns, and then some of these will be Fair Isle, and then these ones are definitely lace. But no blank cards, that's interesting. And I know the dealer also sells blank cards, so if I want some, I can get them. Okay, these look like all of the accessories I'd expect with a Brother machine. Info for setup. And needle selection, enabling and disabling. Punch card usage. And a bunch of patterning information. And the basics of like how to use your machine. And these look very similar to the diagrams that I've seen in Brother manuals. It might just be copied. I have to go look and compare them. Okay, let's get it out of the box. This isn't awkward at all. Yeet. Okay. It looks like a weather machine. Metal clamps on the bottom. Yep, that's what I'd expect. I'm gonna put something down on my counter so the metal doesn't scratch it up. Because I am a renter, and if I screw this up, I'll have to pay for it. And the clamps are gonna go around the table, so. Oh! A transfer tool just fell out, so it looks like this might have gotten jostled in transit. And let's see what we got going on here. Because this should just come open. All right. What do the instructions say about how to open this thing? So I don't want to break anything. Place the machine on the table. Carrying case handle away from you, that's over here. Unlock the catches. Lift up the case, pull it towards you to release the lid. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's not working. So let's try that again. What is going on in there? Yeah, the toolbox, I can see looking in through the gap here that the toolbox came open, and there's probably something wedged in there. Or is it caught? It's caught on the toolbox. That's what it is. Maybe I can wedge it forward a little bit and then pull it up. I don't want to break anything. I really don't. What happened? It's a brand new machine. Oh. Okay. Maybe I can use a transfer tool to get it unstuck. Aha! Okay, I ran the transfer tool along the inside of the edge there, and it got it unstuck. Ooh, that's not a good sound. What is it stuck on now? Come on. Okay. What is going on with this machine? Everything fell out. And now it's caught. Like we got a cast on comb. We got a, there we go. Okay, finally got it open. Okay, let's take stock of what we have. So, we have a needle bed, that's expected. We have pockets for tools. I have no idea what that is. No idea. Is that for punch cards? Those are the green and pink thingies. L-point cam. What is an L-point cam? Okay. These look like the cams. What the heck are they for? Oh. It's for just doing motifs in certain spots. I didn't know you could control that with the punch card machines. Cool. Let's figure out how to work with that. So these are for motif knitting only in certain places. And then we have a carriage with some protective cardboard on it. And this looks like about what I'd expect from a knitting carriage. Normal knitting, KC, what is SM? So normal knitting is for normal and for lace, and then KC is for color stuff. CR is carriage release, so if your carriage gets stuck, you can pull it off the bed, and I don't know what SM is. Single motif. That must be for working with these. I will admit, I'm very new to punch card machines. I have seen them in use before. I have never actually used one. I've never tried to use one, which is part of the reason that it's going to take me a while to learn how to use this machine. All right, so we have carriage. We have a carriage lock. Come on. That's this thingy. The little metal piece that keeps the carriage from moving around when it's all put together. That does not sound as smooth as my other machines. The needles are stiff, that means it's got a good sponge bar. Sponge bar is a piece that fits under here that has, it's like a metal piece with a sponge on the bottom that holds the needles down and makes sure they knit correctly. And then let's take a look at the toolbox. It's taped down. Come up. And it still managed to get stuck on stuff. And stuff moving around in there. Okay, the tape out of the way. So we got a needle pusher for 1x1 ribbing stuff. We have clamps. I'm not going to clamp this down now, but they exist should we want them. A little brush to get the fluff out of the needles. Knitting machine oil. Hey, I didn't think anybody's making this anymore. Apparently Taitexma is. Wax for the tension mast. This is for working with fuzzy yarns and things that don't want to feed nicely. It's probably like paraffin wax or something. Claw weights to hold everything down. Oh, and this comes with 4 of them. There are some over here as well. Oh, what's in there? Oh, tapestry needle. Okay, so everything else is like stuck together. This is a plating feeder. This fits into the carriage, into the sinker plate, and lets you do multiple threads at once. So you can do like a light and a dark and a for reversal fabric. We have a rod for something. No idea what. More claw weights. There. A tapestry needle. That's helpful for sewing things together. The claw weights back. And some spare needles and a tiny little crochet hook for fixing mistakes and for doing like button bands and edges and stuff. We have more tools. We have a 2x1 transfer, a 3x2, a latch hook, that's expected. These guys are to stick the punch cards together so that you can make them continuous and like go around in the thingy. Let's see, looks like some ravel cord. Put you back in there. Okay, and then this appears to be the row counter, which is stuck. Why are you stuck? Okay. Why are you stuck? There we go. It's got gold detail around the knobs. That's cool. I imagine it fits right here on these nubbies. And then clicks in. Ooh. Clicky. And let me put these needles in so they aren't in the way. And then in here we have anchor plate, and this is greasy out of the box. Let me find some paper towels. Paper towels. I don't know what's up with that. It probably is just, was never cleaned from manufacturing, but oh, that's gross. And there's some writing in Chinese on this, and in Japanese. And I don't know what it says. Should be good. So this fits in here. You unscrew the thumb screws. And then you can knit. So this is normal knitting, hold knitting. That resets all the buttons. This is the tension dial. Let me pull the carriage off the bed. So this is about what I'd expect from a Brother carriage. Nice and clean and pristine. In here we also have tension mast, which has come apart. It's like the story of this. Oh, and it's also greasy. Lovely. Again, I'm guessing that's left over from manufacturing. But like, you would want to wipe this whole thing down before you knit anything significant, because you wouldn't want to get grease on something that you care about. So this folds this way. Folds some way. It folds away. And it folds that way. And then this should fit onto there. There we go. And then, where do you go? Ah, there's the tension mast thingy. Okay, and then we are all set up. At this point, I could absolutely knit something, and I might do that in a minute, but let's look at what else we've got in the back here first. So, in the back down here, we have extension rails, and again, greasy. Like, why? These aren't parts that need to be lubricated. These aren't parts that need to, like, move a lot. This is just bad quality control, I'd say. But these fit into the edges of the machine and are used when you're making lace. Oh, and the bed is greasy as well. But we're gonna put those away for now because I'm not making lace at the moment. And then we have a cast-on comb that is stuck. And the two pieces should fit together. So we have one long cast-on comb, and it doesn't line up. Why doesn't it line up? That might be user error. That is weird. That's good enough to work with. And then that spans the whole length of the bed, and that's how you weight your stuff down to start knitting. And then we have a lace carriage. Come on. Ooh, lace carriage. This moves along the bed, and if there are needles sticking out in position D, it will transfer them to the one next to them. This is generally used with the punch cards, so for patterning. Putting that away. Okay, so this looks very much like a brother knitting machine. Like, it's clearly new, and it's clearly been manufactured in the last few years, because it doesn't feel as solid or as sturdy as a brother knitting machine does, and I have several at this point. The plastic feels a little junky, and the carriage is a little lighter than I expect it to be, and everything is shiny. And I don't know if this is some kind of bias because I'm used to the other machines, or maybe things were just made a little bit better back in the day, but that's what I'm currently feeling. So let me thread this and knit a swatch, and we're gonna see how this goes. Let's lay it out of the way. So we go through the thing, through the thing, through the thing, and my camera's gonna be in the way, but that's okay. So we're threaded, and then we'll pull up every other needle. And then we go. This is a standard gauge machine, and I've worked with this yarn a lot on my standard gauge machine, so we're gonna go tension 3, tension 4. Okay, that is pretty smooth. bring it to the edge of the counter. And I don't have this clamped down right now. You would ordinarily really want to clamp this down. Bring out the rest of the needles. And it's nice and smooth. And it's doing what I expect it to. It needs a little bit more weight. Oh, that's weird. The claw weights don't open all the way. Oh no, they're just like stuck. Probably need to be worked a little bit before they'll actually open all the way. I mean, it's a knitting machine. It'll knit. The bare minimum, it'll knit. Let's see if I can do anything with the punch cards. So this is just a 1x1 pattern. Bumping stuff, bumping stuff. Sure. I want to try a Fair Isle because I have 2 colors of yarn. Oh, and they have the pattern repeats marked on the, oh, that's nice. So this only has a 24 stitch repeat and it's got the locations of the repeats marked on the measurement tape in the thingy. With the number facing you, insert the bottom edge of the punch card into the slot. Make sure you hold it straight. Okay, so I've inserted the bottom edge. And then I need to push down on that and turn it. Nope. I think it's going straight. Ah, okay. So I need to feed it to the line. All right, I'm at the line. Parallel with the top of the slot. There we go. Set the card lock to the 1 position, to the O mark. Basic steps in pattern knitting. All right, so I'm cast on. Knit a few rows. Insert the card. Set the card lock. Case C. Knitting motif pattern. Okay, that's something else. Move the knit carriage slowly to the right. Well, I'm already on the left, so let's see if I can do it to the left. Okay, we're locked into the belt at the back. Ah, needles are selected. That's a good sign. Push the appropriate cam buttons. Set the weaving pattern. Okay, I'm not doing weaving patterns. And then I can move the card thingy again. I think this means it'll advance now. And then just start knitting. Okay, let me load up my second color. All right, so I want to do Fair Isle. So I'm going to hit MC, which stands for something that involves color, and then load this into the second. Whoa, the feeder is different. Ah, crap. I let go. All right, in there. And I don't have this clamped down. That's part of the problem. It doesn't want to go. Okay. I have knit on every other needle. Oh, I dropped a stitch. Let me add some edge weights to that so it doesn't happen again. Let's see. And I got my claw weight stuck in the carriage. That happens. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. It automatically advances the card when I move the carriage in the opposite direction. I'm waiting for this to beep. My camera stopped recording and it didn't tell me. Okay, so this is really cool. I keep waiting for something to beep because I'm used to working with AYAB on the electronic machines, but it doesn't beep. It's just like you're done and you go. But that's cool. That's cool. And the punch cards are entirely mechanical, which is like a really cool thing to me. I want to know what happens when I get to the end of a punch card. Ah, it gets to the end and they're all selected. Okay, cool. All right, let me bind off real quick and then we'll do wrap up. Fascinating, riveting content. I'm well aware. Let's face it, if you are here for a knitting machine review, you're fine with this. And I'm cast off. I really bent this claw weight, but that happens to my other claw weights as well. And here's my first swatch on the new machine. This works the way that I would expect a brother knitting machine to work, even though this is not a brother knitting machine. How do I get you out of there? Okay, I'm gonna get my punch card out, go back in its thingy. I realized I didn't check, but there's no branding on this machine at all, anywhere. Which is interesting. Let me take the tension mask down while I talk about this machine. So there we have it, a Taitexma 860 knitting machine. These are still being manufactured. This is just the unboxing and setup video. I want to spend more time getting to know this machine so I can give it a thorough review. So please stick around for a follow-up video. I have heard, but cannot verify, that this is just a straight clone of the Brother 860 punch card vintage knitting machine, and I fully believe that. It very much feels and behaves like a Brother machine. It's exactly what I would expect, but the quality doesn't feel quite as good, and I've heard that these machines have had quality issues, but I want to give it a fair shake before I say anything about that. And I'm going to see if I can get my hands on a real vintage Brother 860 so I can do a straight comparison between the two. I bought this machine from a dealer, and I've linked to his information in the description. I believe you can also buy these on all brands, but I think it ships from the same guy, so you might as well work with him directly. And I was able to fund this purchase entirely with machine knitting money. I have a few sources of income for this channel. There's ad revenue, where YouTube gives me a portion of the ad money that my videos make. There are affiliate links where I make a small commission off things that y'all buy. Don't worry, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just a way to help support what I'm doing here. I gave a talk at my local machine knitting guild and they paid me for that, so that was really cool. And I soft launched a Ko-fi account. Ko-fi is like a tip jar. If you found any of my patterns or my videos useful, consider donating. Those who do will get access to a Discord where I post some behind the scenes photos and we talk about everything knitting machine. Don't worry, all of my patterns and my videos will continue to be free. Ko-fi is just another way to help fund everything I'm doing here. At the moment, I'm reinvesting everything that I make from all of my revenue sources into this channel. I've set up a funding goal for a 3D printed Dean and Bean sock machine that I'd like to review. Well, I've set up a funding goal for half of it. I expect to make the other half of it through AdSense and other means. If coffee isn't your thing, the best way to support this channel is to like and subscribe and share these videos with your fiber arts friends. I hope you'll stick around for the in-depth review of this machine. Thanks for watching. Happy knitting. Put it all back away now. So you'll come off and get crap. This does not have the same thing that the Brother machines do, where it's got like a decal that shows you how all the things are supposed to go back in. So it's a little frustrating. So these should fit back together. Somehow. So then they go like that. Yeah, I think they go like that. And then that goes over there. And then one more tool. The cams and this guy. And then the cover. And let's hope that doesn't get stuck again. Where's my thingy? You go there. You go there. You go there. And I'm going to assume that I can just leave the punch cards in the thingy without having any problems. Because they were on top when I opened it, remember? Those might not fit there. Can I move them in here? Is that going to cause problems? That would probably cause problems, but we're going to try. Thingy's already coming loose. Alright, let's try this. Punch cards fell out already. All right, we're packed up. And there is no branding on the outside of this. So that might explain why I've never seen one of these. They might, something shifted in there. I have a theory that I cannot substantiate and I don't have any data to back up, that these are being sold as just like a Brother 860s and not Taitexma, because Taitexma is not a well-known brand. All right, there we go. That's the end of the video. Everybody off.